This is shaping up to be an impressive storm to our north. Not so much for our viewing area. It's turning into really a messy storm. Let's take a look at our snowfall map, and we're really kind of in nowcasting mode, not so much forecasting mode. We're taking a look at this storm. We're starting to see a lack of cold air, and I'm going to tell you why in just a second. But so any of the numbers that you see on this map, don't take them necessarily at face value. Mainly, these are going to be amounts that accumulate on colder surfaces. So as you can see across our area, Providence, probably on the lower end of 2 to 4 inches. As you work your way further north towards places like Burrillville and Woonsocket, you're probably going to be around 4 inches of snow. Again, heavy, wet snow. It is not a cold, fluffy snow. This is a snow that you certainly have to use if you are going to even be able to shovel it. I don't think a lot of our area probably winds up shoveling the snow, but certainly it's a shovel with your knees and not with your back kind of snow for areas like Worcester and Framingham and getting up further north, even further west across the Berkshires into northern New England. Now, why is this not sticking? Well, first, you have to consider that we are in March. We have a stronger sun angle. We haven't exactly been in a real cold pattern throughout the entire first half of the month. So this is going to be tough to stick even to begin with. What you need for sticking at this point is you need real heavy snow to kind of overcome that. And you look right now at our freeze tracker. The pink indicates temperatures below freezing, at or below freezing. And it's nowhere near us. It's all the way off to the north where some of that real heavy snow, and again, that's why you're seeing the higher accumulations up there, because it's going to stick a little bit better. And it's going to be several hours before this even gets close to our area. Now, it's still snowing. Well, okay, that's kind of the misnomer. You grow up learning that it has to be below freezing for snow. Not at the surface, though. It's 35 degrees at the surface as we head into this evening. You go up and look at the vertical temperature profile in the atmosphere, and certainly cold enough for snow production at that point. And you really don't see those temperatures getting really even that close to freezing. In fact, you may even be a degree warmer by tomorrow morning. So you'll have the snow falling, you'll have those sticking issues. It's going to create for a slick and slippery commute both this evening and tomorrow morning. So please allow yourself extra time, even though we're not getting the so-called jackpot of this storm. We're also dealing with the wind. It is a nor'easter, and it actually is still strengthening offshore. A high wind warning for the Cape, for the islands, Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard. That is until 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Look at the wind gusts so far today. 45 up in Beantown, 43 Plymouth out towards the Cape. Not as high as we originally thought we might see. So that's great news right there. You know, I'm quite okay being wrong in that department if it means that we don't lose power. You never like to see that. 32 Willimantic, westerly 32, Killingly as well. Here are your wind gusts right now. Now, that's not to say we're out of the woods just yet. I think there could be some higher gusts overnight. Again, the storm is still intensifying. Boston, Plymouth right now, 35. Here at TF Green, 32-mile-an-hour wind gust. Take a look at this picture. This, and I put the viewer in quotes because this is sent in by our own meteorologist, Nick Morganelli. This is from some family up in Western Mass across the Berkshires. This may look like a lot of snow. It's only about 3 to 4 inches. Really wet, heavy snow, back to my earlier point. And look what it did. It completely collapsed that tree. 15-year-old tree just gone. And now consider that falling on power lines. It can certainly add stress to those, and even if trees fall on power lines, that, not just the wind, could cause power outages. So we still have to monitor that as we go throughout tonight. Now the snow begins to lighten up a little bit after midnight. You're still going to get one kind of, I think 6-hour window here of that heavy wet snow. And then it starts to taper off, and we're starting to see the atmosphere dry out across the board tomorrow morning. So it's a cloudy day tomorrow. Temperatures actually get up to 41, 42, 43 degrees, maybe a leftover rain or snow shower, but anything accumulating, that's done once we get to about 6 a.m. and then we'll dry things out. Real quick point, what we were talking about earlier, some of our reporters, we do, because of all the rain leading up to this event, have river flooding to talk about. Wood River at Hope Valley down here in Washington County. Then you head up a little further north, the Pawtuxet River at Cranston, seeing some minor flooding. And then the Taunton River near Bridgewater over in Massachusetts. We're going to be monitoring those because, again, it's still going to be precipitating through tomorrow morning. Here's your forecast for tonight. And again, we'll approach the freezing mark. Not everybody gets there. Periods of heavy, wet snow, moderate to heavy. We're going to need that intense precipitation to overcome the ground level temperature. temperatures. Winds are north at 20 to 30. Some gusts could approach 40 or 45 miles an hour. Tomorrow, 38, early snow shower. And late day, maybe even sunshine towards sundown, and then a nice day on Thursday as we get up to 50. So even if you do get a little bit of accumulation, guys, it's not going to amount to very much. We'll see some rain, in fact, as we head Friday, St. Patty's Day into the start of the weekend. And then after a cold day on Sunday, Monday and Tuesday looking rather nice, highs near 50 with dry conditions.